Welcome to another episode of Millennial Investing Explained. Here's today's question. Knowing what you know today, if you could go back and give yourself one piece of advice when you were getting started, what would you tell yourself?
Go straight to multifamily. Just go straight to multifamily. It's so much stronger on every front. And I'm not going to say that I don't regret going to single family. I don't regret, we still have those properties and we're not going to sell them necessarily because they're profitable for us and they're cash flowing. But here's a stat for you. We are right on the brink of some kind of economic correction. But if you look at the last recession, everyone that's going into real estate, it's funny because they get more nervous about this on real estate than they do the stock market, which is just inverse of how people think about this when it comes to recession impacts. But we're on the brink of some kind of correction. No one has any idea what's going to actually happen. Anyone who claims they do, you should run away from. But if you want to talk about recession resilience and what is the best investment for recession resilience, just look at single family homes versus multifamily homes back in around 2008, 2009. And you're going to find that people that went delinquent on their payments for these properties, I think there was a 4% rate of delinquency on single family. There was a 0.4 delinquency rate on large multifamily. And so the difference of these asset classes is measurable. The difference between these asset classes is so not up for debate in terms of predictability, in terms of recession resilience, in terms of accessibility. Just because people think single family homes are smaller and simpler, it's not the case. Single family homes are smaller. They're not simpler. You're still signing a really hefty mortgage packet. You're still doing all the headaches. You're still dealing with a lot of other stuff. So you already hit on so many of those wonderful key points earlier, but that's got to be it. Is I would go straight to multifamily, and just bigger is better. And in fact, the bigger is boring in the best way. It's just predictable and it's a moneymaker and it's going to generate income. If we had done that, we would definitely be able to retire at this point if we had gone there earlier.
Yeah, like I said before, a lot of real estate experts have said that. I think, that's a very common piece of advice I've heard, not only through the interviews I've had in the podcast, but people I've talked to in the real estate world, books I've read. A lot of people that have been really successful in real estate, they've said if they could go back and do it again, they would have started bigger. And so just really, if you're listening to this today, really take that to heart and really think about where you want to start and where you want to go with your journey. That's all for this episode of Millennial Investing Explained. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, or subscribe to our YouTube channel to get even more free content.